I want to ask you something personal right off the bat. When was the last time you felt really good? I don't mean just okay or getting by. I mean truly clear-headed, energized, like your body was working with you, not against you, because if it's been a while, you're not alone. I talk to a lot of people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. Good people, smart people, people who raised families, worked hard, took care of everyone else, and now they're realizing something. Their own health needs more attention. Not in a scary or overwhelming way, just a gentle truth. A whisper inside that says, hey, it's time to take care of me now. But here's the problem. Everywhere you turn, there's conflicting advice. Cut this, add that, try this supplement, avoid this food. And before long, it's exhausting. You end up doing nothing because it all feels too complicated. That's why I'm here. To simplify. To sit with you, like an old friend over a cup of tea, and share some real, science-backed, genuinely helpful tips that can make a difference starting today. Let's start with something simple. Something we do every single day, often without thinking: what we drink. You might not realize this, but your drinks, yes, the things you sip between meals, can either help your body regulate blood pressure naturally or slowly work against you. And after 60, that matters more than ever. Because your body isn't the same as it was in your 30s or 40s. And that's not a bad thing. It just means we need to get a little smarter, a little more intentional about what we choose to put into it. So let's start with the first drink. And this one might surprise you. Drink number 1, beetroot juice. Have you ever tried it? Now, I know what you might be thinking. Beets? That earthy vegetable that stains everything pink? But listen to this. Beetroot juice is one of the most powerful natural tools for supporting healthy blood pressure. Here's why. Beets are packed with something called nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is like a gentle relaxer for your blood vessels. It helps them open up, easing the pressure inside. There's even a study from the American Heart Association that showed people who drank just 1 glass of beet juice a day saw a noticeable drop in blood pressure. And we're not talking months, we're talking within hours. But here's the key. It's got to be real, unsweetened beet juice. You can find it in most grocery stores or health food shops, or even juice it fresh if you're up for it. Start slow, half a glass at first. The taste might take some getting used to, but the benefits, they're worth it. And if you're on blood pressure meds already, always talk to your doctor first, because beet juice can be that effective. Drink number 2, hibiscus tea. Now this one feels like a treat. Hibiscus tea is beautiful, deep red, slightly tart, almost like cranberry, and naturally caffeine-free. But the best part? It's been shown in studies to lower systolic blood pressure just as well as some medications. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that drinking 3 cups of hibiscus tea daily led to a significant reduction in blood pressure within 6 weeks. Isn't that something? It's easy to find, too. Look in the tea aisle at your grocery store. Just make sure it doesn't have added sugar or flavorings. Brew it fresh, drink it warm or chilled, and sip it slow. Some people even mix hibiscus with cinnamon or mint for added taste. And here's a little emotional truth I want to share. Drinking tea can be more than just healthy. Can be healing. Take 10 minutes. Sit by the window. Wrap your hands around a warm mug. Let yourself breathe. That quiet moment matters just as much as the tea itself. Drink number 3, pomegranate juice. This one's delicious. Sweet, tart, vibrant. But more importantly, pomegranate juice is loaded with antioxidants, especially one called punicalagin, which helps reduce inflammation in your blood vessels and supports healthy circulation. A study in Clinical Nutrition found that people who drank just 1 cup of pomegranate juice daily saw improved blood pressure and cholesterol markers in just 4 weeks. Now, I'll be honest, pomegranate juice can be high in natural sugars, so you don't need much. Just a small glass, maybe a few times a week, is plenty. And try to find one that's 100% pure juice, no added sugars or fillers. If it says juice cocktail on the label, skip it. This is one of those a little goes a long way kind of drinks. Drink number 4, celery juice. Now I know, this one's gotten trendy lately, but let's talk about why it's getting attention. Celery contains phthalates, which help relax the tissues of your artery walls, improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure. Plus, it's hydrating, low in calories, and surprisingly refreshing when juiced fresh with a little lemon or apple to mellow the flavor. If you've got a blender or juicer, Try it out. Even better, eat celery raw as a snack. Crunchy, satisfying, and good for your heart. But if you juice it, drink it fresh. Bottled celery juices often lose nutrients fast. Drink number 5. Plain old water with a twist. Yes, water.it sounds too simple. I know. But the truth is, many older adults are chronically dehydrated and don't even realize it. Dehydration puts stress on your heart. Your blood thickens. Your circulation slows. Your blood pressure rises, so here's my suggestion. Start your day with a tall glass of water. But if plain water is boring, make it beautiful. Add a slice of lemon, a few cucumber slices, some mint leaves, maybe frozen berries. Make it something you look forward to, not a chore. Because your body listens to how you treat it. And when you hydrate with intention, it thanks you in the best way, with energy, clarity, and balance. Now I want to pause here for a second and say something important. If you're hearing all this and thinking, I've made too many bad choices, it's too late for me? I want to gently stop you that it's not too late. Your body hasn't given up on you. In fact, it's still fighting for you every single day. And by making a few small, consistent choices, like what you drink, how you move, when you rest, you start to turn the ship around. Little by little. This is not about perfection. It's about kindness. To yourself, to your heart, to your future. And I'm here with you. You're not alone. In the next chapter, we're going to talk about food, not diets, not restrictions, but smart snacking. The kind that helps you stay full, satisfied, and nourished without gaining weight. Because after 60, the rules change. And I'm going to show you how to make food your ally again. Let's do this together. Let's have a heart-to-heart. Because if you've ever opened the fridge late at night and stood there thinking, I know I shouldn't eat that, but I'm hungry, you're in good company. Snacking isn't the enemy. In fact, smart snacking after 60 can actually help you maintain a healthy weight, keep your energy steady, and even support your memory and mood. But here's the key. It has to be intentional, not guilt-ridden. Not, I'll skip dinner and just grab some crackers. Not a handful of cookies you didn't even taste while watching TV. So today, let's shift the way we think about snacks, from something to avoid, to something we use thoughtfully to feel our best. Let's talk about why your body changes after 60, and how snacks can be your secret weapon, if you know what to look for. First, what's really going on with weight gain after 60? A lot of people blame themselves. They say, I'm just lazy now, or my metabolism's shot. But that's not the full story. After 60, a few natural things happen. You lose muscle mass unless you're actively working to maintain it. Hormonal changes in both men and women can shift how your body stores fat. Digestion slows down. That means your body uses energy differently than before, and you might not be moving as much, even if you don't realize it. All of this adds up to one frustrating truth. You can be eating the same things you always did and still gain weight. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need to starve yourself. You don't need to go on some strange cleanse or follow a complicated diet. You just need to snack smarter. So what does a smart snack look like after 60? It comes down to 3 simple things. It fills you up, not out. It keeps your blood sugar steady. It supports your bones, brain, or heart. And most importantly, it feels enjoyable. Because food should still bring you comfort and joy, not shame. Let's go through some examples of snacks that check all these boxes. Snack number 1. Greek yogurt with cinnamon and berries. Here's why I love this one. Greek yogurt is high in protein and calcium, both of which are essential after 60. Protein helps preserve lean muscle, and calcium supports bone strength. Now add a handful of berries, loaded with antioxidants that protect your brain and heart, and just a sprinkle of cinnamon. That's more than just flavor. Cinnamon has been shown to help regulate blood sugar, especially helpful if you're dealing with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. It's like dessert, but nourishing. And if you're avoiding dairy, look for plant-based yogurts with added protein and calcium, like almond or coconut yogurt. Snack number 2. A handful of nuts, but not a bowl. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, or even a mix. Nuts are fantastic for your heart and brain. They're full of healthy fats, magnesium, and fiber. But portion control matters here, because nuts are calorie-dense. That's not a bad thing. It just means you don't need a lot to feel full. So here's a simple trick. Take a small handful, about 10 to 12 nuts, put them in a little bowl, and then put the bag away. Out of sight, out of temptation. Pair it with a cup of herbal tea, and you've got a moment of calm, not just a snack. Snack number 3. Apple slices with nut butter. This is one of those classic pairings that works at any age. The apple gives you fiber and sweetness. The nut butter gives you protein and healthy fat. Together, they keep you full longer and prevent that blood sugar spike and crash. And if nut butter isn't your thing, try a slice of cheese instead, just a thin one. Even better if it's aged, like cheddar, which is lower in lactose and higher in calcium. Simple, tasty, satisfying. Snack number 4. Hummus with veggies. Hummus is made from chickpeas, tahini, olive oil, all things that are heart-healthy and protein-rich. Slice up some cucumber, bell pepper, or carrot sticks and dip away. It's colorful, crunchy, and a great way to sneak in extra fiber, which most of us desperately need after 60. Want to make it even better? Add a sprinkle of paprika or a squeeze of lemon over the top of the hummus. Wake up your senses. Make it feel special. Snack number 5. Hard-boiled egg with a sprinkle of sea salt and pepper. Eggs got a bad rap for years, but they're actually one of the most complete sources of protein out there. One egg has about 6 grams of high-quality protein plus healthy fats, vitamin D, and choline, which is great for your brain. Boil a few ahead of time and keep them in the fridge. They're quick, satisfying, and won't spike your blood sugar like a cookie or granola bar might. You can even mash one with a little avocado for an extra boost of heart-healthy fat. Snack number 6. Oatmeal in a mug. Hear me out. You don't need a big bowl of oatmeal to get the benefits. Just a few spoonfuls made with hot water or almond milk, topped with cinnamon, chia seeds, or sliced banana. It's warm, soothing, and helps stabilize blood sugar. And here's the emotional side of this snack. Sometimes, when we crave sweets or comfort food, what we're really craving is warmth, connection, something familiar. Oatmeal can give you that without the guilt. Now let's talk about the other side of snacking. The traps. I don't want to just tell you what to eat. I want to gently warn you about the things that sneak up on people, especially after 60. Here are a few common traps I see. Snacking out of boredom. Try asking yourself, am I truly hungry or just looking for distraction? A glass of water and a short walk can sometimes give you what you're looking for. Mindless eating in front of the TV. It happens to all of us. But when you can sit down with your snack, taste it, make it a moment. Low-fat or diet snacks. They often have more sugar or chemicals than the original version. Your body deserves real food. Late-night snacking out of habit. If you're truly hungry, go for something light and protein-rich, like a boiled egg or a spoonful of Greek yogurt. But if it's just habit, try brushing your teeth early. It signals to your brain that the kitchen is closed for the night. One last thing. Your relationship with food still matters. Food is not just fuel. It's comfort, culture, memory, identity. And after 60, it's okay to rebuild that relationship, to move from fear or guilt to kindness and intention. Because you've spent decades taking care of others. Now it's your time. Not to diet, not to restrict, but to nourish. Give your body what it actually needs. And enjoy the process. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Start with one smart snack a day. One glass of beet juice. One mindful moment. One little act of care. And you'll start to feel the shift. In your body, in your energy, in your confidence. In the next chapter, we're going to bring it all together. I'll give you a simple, realistic routine, a kind of blueprint for your day that balances your drinks, your snacks, and your overall wellness. So you can live not just longer, but better. Let me know when you're ready for chapter 3. Take a deep breath with me. Because right now, you've already taken the most important step. You've listened. You've stayed with me through the science, the stories, the suggestions. And now we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to live it. This final part is your soft, gentle guide. Not a strict plan. Not a diet. Just a rhythm. A kind of daily blueprint you can adjust, bend, and grow into based on what you need. Because you are not a project to fix. You are a life to nurture. Let's begin not with what to do, but with how to feel. Mornings begin with warmth and intention. Forget rushing. You've earned your pace. Let the morning feel like a gentle unfolding. When you wake up, even before you leave the bed, pause. Place a hand on your chest. Take one deep breath. Then ask yourself this: what does my body need from me today? Maybe it's energy. Maybe it's gentleness. Maybe it's hydration. Maybe it's movement. And maybe it's simply presence. Start your morning with a glass of water, room temperature or warm with lemon. Your body's been fasting all night. Water wakes up every cell, flushes toxins, and helps regulate blood pressure naturally. Now, if you're someone who enjoys a morning drink, here's where you can bring in one of the 5 blood pressure-friendly drinks we talked about. Warm hibiscus tea instead of coffee, beet juice, half a cup with breakfast or a smoothie with celery, cucumber, and a pinch of ginger. Pair it with a nourishing, satisfying breakfast, something with fiber and protein. Maybe oatmeal with chia seeds and cinnamon, Greek yogurt with walnuts and a few berries, or scrambled eggs with sautéed spinach. Don't overthink it. Just ask, does this make me feel grounded? If yes, you're doing just fine. Mid-morning. A time to stretch and savor mid-morning is when energy can dip a little, especially if you're not moving around much. This is a beautiful time to get outside, even for just 10 minutes. Feel the light, breathe fresh air, let your eyes see something far away. And if hunger begins to whisper, not shout, just whisper, reach for a smart snack. Remember, apple slices and almond butter. A few nuts and a piece of dark chocolate. Or sliced cucumber dipped in hummus. It's not about avoiding food, it's about choosing food that serves you, not sedates you. Lunchtime. A chance to refuel, not just fill up. Lunchtime often becomes a grab-and-go routine. But now it can be a mini celebration. You don't need a fancy meal. You need a lean protein like grilled chicken, tuna, beans or eggs. A vegetable, roasted, raw or steamed. A small portion of whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or even sweet potato. Add a drizzle of olive oil, a squeeze of lemon, a few herbs. Eat slowly. Sit down. Maybe even play music. Lunch is more than food. It's respect for your body's rhythm. If you enjoy a drink with your meal, this could be your second natural drink of the day. A cool glass of pomegranate juice. Or a calming cup of green tea. These aren't trends, they're tools. Simple ways to support your heart as you age. Afternoon. When energy wavers, choose care, not sugar. This is the hour most people make mistakes. You're a little tired, a little bored, a little restless, and the chips or cookies start calling from the cupboard. But here's the magic part. You can replace that craving not with restriction, but with comfort. Try this instead: a warm mug of golden milk, turmeric, almond milk, a little honey, or a small portion of oats with cinnamon. Even half a banana with peanut butter. Still hungry? That's okay. Eat. Your body isn't the enemy. It's your partner. It's talking to you. The more you listen, the better you'll feel. And if you're not hungry, maybe it's not food you need. Maybe it's connection, or rest, or movement. Sometimes a 5-minute walk or calling an old friend is more healing than a brownie. Evening. Let it be light, but loving dinner doesn't have to be big. In fact, lighter dinners are easier to digest and help you sleep better, especially after 60, when the body processes food more slowly at night. A few ideas. A vegetable soup with lentils or white beans. A grilled piece of salmon and steamed broccoli. Or a salad with greens, avocado, walnuts, and grilled chicken. Sip on some hibiscus tea or chamomile if you're winding down. It's not just calming, it's caring. And let's be honest, you might want a little dessert. That's okay. Truly. Have it. Slowly. A square of dark chocolate. Baked apple with cinnamon. Yogurt with a drizzle of honey. Enjoy it fully, without shame. Because food is not a punishment or a reward. It's part of life. And you're still living fully, beautifully. Before bed, one last gift to yourself before you close your eyes. Check in with yourself again. What did I give my body today? Water? Movement? Nourishment? Rest? Maybe you didn't do it perfectly. That's okay. You don't need perfect. You need presence. You need consistency. You need care. Lay your hand on your heart and say, "Thank you, body. I'm still learning, but I'm showing up for you." And that's everything. Final thoughts: you are not too old. You are just getting started. If you've felt discouraged by your health, if you've looked in the mirror and said, "I don't even recognize myself anymore," if you've tried 100 things and nothing worked, please hear me when I say this. It is not too late. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not hopeless. You're just ready for something real, real food, real care, real results. Not from punishment, not from willpower, but from something much stronger, love. Because when we take care of ourselves out of love, not fear, everything changes. Blood pressure goes down, weight balances, energy returns, sleep deepens, and joy, yes, joy, comes back. You've spent your life giving to others. Now it's your turn. To feel light, to feel alive, to feel proud, and I'll be right here with you every step of the way. Because you're not alone in this, you're valued. You're seen. You matter, and today, this very day, you took the first step toward the healthiest chapter of your life. Now let's walk it together. I'm proud of you.